Okay, so I'm going to cut out these stickers that I made in Cricut Design Space. These are all images within Cricut Access. So all I did, say like the mama bear, I just searched for images and just find whatever you want that you want to put on a mug. I'm going to click on this one right here. And then with the new offset feature, I'm going to click on offset up here and you'll see that this outline comes up. I'm going to reduce it a little bit. I don't want it quite that big. I'm going to leave it on the rounded corners and I'm going to click apply. So it turns black when that happens, but I want actually this white. So I'm going to click on that background again and you'll see on my layers panel I have it here. And then up on the top left here, I'm just going to click it so it's white. And it's a little hard to see on the white background, but that's fine. Okay, so now in order to print this, I'm actually going to use my cursor and drag a box over all of this, and so it selects all of them. And you'll see in the layers panel here that all 3 layers are selected, and I'm going to flatten it now. So now you'll see over in the layers, it says print then cut. So that's exactly what I want. Okay, so you'll see all these ones I already did that are print and cut, and I did them the exact same way. Okay, so I'm going to print these ones out, and then I am also going to upload those stickers that I have for you free on my blog. So mine are right here, and this is a PNG file. I'm going to open it. I'm going to leave it at complex. I'm going to hit continue and it comes in really big like that, but all the background is gone. You don't need to do anything. I'm going to click continue and then I'm going to save these as a print and cut. You can also save them as a cut image if you just want to use the shapes. That is more than fine. And I'm going to click on upload. Okay, so I'm going to click on that and click insert. And it comes in really big. So I'm going to reduce this because you'll see here on the stickers that it has to be smaller than the 6 by 3/4 by 9 1/4. So I'm actually just going to change this one up here, 9.25 up in here, leave the lock on, except it still needs to be smaller. I got to go by the 6.75 size. So I'm just going to do that on this size. Okay, so now you'll see that warning goes away, and this is how this will cut. So the one thing with this is it comes in as a one image. You can't ungroup it or things like that. So if you want to take a couple off or ungroup them, you can always slice them out. Just grab a shape over here, like a square or something, and then just stick it over. Say you want to take this triangle, the star out, just kind of place it over that, and then using your cursor, put them all in a box and click slice. And I'm going to delete that layer, and so now you'll see that these are separate. So if for some reason you don't want to print all of these out, you can definitely slice anything out that you don't want, things like that. Okay, so I am going to leave those as is. I'm actually going to group all of these back together because I want them cut on one. Attach these. Let's group them. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Make It. So it's not giving me the option. Okay, so I want these on different papers because these ones I'm going to add the self-laminating sheet to make them waterproof, and these ones I am not. So I'm actually going to just hide all these since they're wanting to go on different pages. So I'm just going to click on this, and it's a group, and I'm just going to click on the eye over here so it hides it. So now when I go to make it, it's only going to do these ones here. Okay, so there is the outside line, and I'm going to send this to my printer. And I am using my OfficeJet 830. I'm leaving that bleed on. And I'm going to use my system dialog just so I'm going to use, let's do it as a label and better on, let's do best on the quality. Okay, and then now I'm going to print this. Okay, so this first one has printed. So what I'm going to do to make it waterproof, in my other ones I have shown you how you can use Mod Podge over it, and that works great too. But this is just another idea. You can use these self-seal laminating sheets, and I will link these below. And they are just one-sided. Okay, so they come like this. The laminating is on this side, and on this side is the squares. So the first thing we want to do is remove this top right here. So I'm going to remove this, and then this actually, I'm going to take it off my mat first. This actually goes, I'm going to stick it on the very top of this. And get it kind of as stuck as I can. So since there is multiple stickers in here, if you get some bubbles in between, it doesn't really matter. But we're going to try to get it as flat and even as we can so we don't get bubbles. So what you actually do is you pull this back, and we're going to start pulling the liner away from it here. And this back side will stick. So as I pull this forward, I'm actually going to be pressing down on the back. You can even see, and I'll even scrape it down. And then just gently keep going and pressing on this side. And it is bigger than the sheet here. Okay, so then I'm going to scrape it and try to get all the bubbles that would be in here out. So kind of pushing them to the side so there's no bubbles within the sticker itself. Okay, so have it like that. It's all pressed down really well. So now I am going to put it on my mat. We're just going to use this to scrape it down. Okay, I'm going to set my setting to actually medium cardstock. That's what I have found on my machine that cuts well, because it has to cut through the laminating sheet and then cut through the top layer of this printable vinyl. So I'm going to choose that and then let this cut out. Okay, so my light's flashing. I'll load that in and press that to cut. You'll notice it goes slow first. This is reading the line, so it knows exactly where to cut everything out. So just let it do its reading, and then it will start going fast and doing the rest. Okay, so it's all done. So I'm going to remove my mat. And then we hope these come up. Okay, so then it just pulls few parts that are sticking a little bit, but those just pull right off, and it has that laminating sheet on top of it. You might have to play with your Cricut and see, you know, what setting it needs to be. Like I said, I used just the medium cardstock one, but then you can, you know, put these on tumblers. You know, make sure you wash the tumbler, clean it with alcohol, and then you can place those right on there. And then just make sure that they seal, cure for a few days before you get them wet. So I would wait, you know, 72 hours or so before you wash this. Okay, so we're gonna print out our other one. Okay, so here is my second set that I cut. So I am not putting that self-laminating on this. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it on the mat, use my brayer to get it nice and stuck here. Okay, and so I put my setting on printable vinyl. And I'm just gonna clean my blade real fast. Okay, so I put it on the printable vinyl. I'm gonna load this in. And then push the seat to let that cut. Okay, so it does kind of kick up a little bit of the ink. I'm going to unload this. Okay, get this off my sheet, and then you have pretty stickers to put in. You can put anywhere in a journal, your planner, put them on the kids' lunches, on anything like that. Okay, so those are two options, super easy, of using printable vinyl to create stickers. Like I said, this is free over on my blog at leapoffaithcrafting.com. I will link that below. And then just showing you how you can make them waterproof too. So I hope that helps. Please let me know if you have any questions.